Welcome to the Backgammon Christmas calendar. 24 points of Christmas. The 5 Point by Grandmaster Mark Olsen.
Merry Christmas, Backgammon fans. Today is the 5th of December and we're going to talk about the 5 Point. The 5 Point is probably the most famous point of all points, because that's the point that Paul Magriel coined the golden point. It's over here, right next to your 6 point, and we say that it's the most important point on the board because it's the point you want to fight for this point and you want to build this point. So if you do succeed in building the 5 point, you have a beautiful landing space for the rest of your checkers, you have a strong priming point, and you have an inner board point. So it's just great in all game plans. In this video, I want to show you this example here. It's an idea related to the 5 point. And we know how important it is, right? We call it the golden point. But this idea is to show an example where you should actually make the 5 point even though you leave a direct shot. So let's have a look at this position here. You've rolled a 2-1. I have 2 checkers down on your ace point. You have an anchor here on your 22 point. It's kind of an early middle game position. What options do you have with 2-1? Well, you could play it safe. You could play something like this and something like this. That would be a safe play. It's just a 4-6. That's the only shot leaving number. Hey guys, remember to download and play on the Backgammon Galaxy app. But you don't really do much, and you strip the midpoint a little bit too early. You didn't unstack the 6 point. Another quite fancy play you have here is to come down here and then slot the 5 point. That's actually an interesting play. It's actually a little bit better to slot the 5 point. Even though you're outboarded here 2 points to 1, this is a very nice and pure and efficient move. The only problem is that you leave a direct shot, and especially 4-6 is really brutal. But what about this play? What about just making the 5 point? Look at this play. Yes, you leave a 6, a direct shot. That's not good. That's not good. But everything else is beautiful. You unstacked the heavy 6 point. You built the 5 point. You made it. You have a slot to make a pure 4 prime with a blot here on the 7 point, or the slot on the 7 point. As long as I don't hit it, you can make it 4 prime next time. Look how nice a distribution you have here. You don't have any stacks. You have beautiful spare checkers all over, builders in place. This is a very nice play. It's efficient play. It's an efficient play, and it's a flexible play. So this is actually the best play. It's an example where you break your 7 point to make your 5 point. It's a very common idea, actually. It happens a lot. It happens all the time. So if you hadn't seen this before, now you are aware of this idea. The 5 point is so important that you even want to break the 7 point to make the 5 point in many cases. So today's video was about the 5 point. I hope you enjoyed it. Merry Christmas, and we will see each other tomorrow.
Merry Christmas, Backgammon fans!